You're listening to
Catholic Sprouts,
the daily podcast for Catholic kids that strives to plant seeds of faith. Today's podcast is brought to you by OSV Kids, a magazine designed to help children grow in their faith throughout the liturgical year. To find out more, head to osvkids.com.
Greetings, young Squire Sprouts. Today is the 25th day in the 10th month in the year of our Lord 2021. My name is Sir Roland Paterlot, Slayer of 1,000 Dragons, and your host this week on Catholic Sprouts. I am grateful to the Catholic Sprouts lady for allowing me this opportunity to spend a week with you and teach you the art of dragon slaying. What's that, you ask? What is a dragon? Are dragons real? Can they be slain? Great questions, young Sprouts. I'm glad you asked. I will answer all of those questions and more, but first, I will tell you what a dragon is not. I am not talking about a large lizard-like dinosaur kind of creature with wings and scales. That is a mythical creature, and while we can use that kind of image to maybe visualize a dragon, I'm actually talking about a real dragon, real dragons. And to understand what real dragons are, we need to turn to the ancient manual, the greatest story ever told, aka the Bible. And if you turn to the beginning of the Bible, in the book of Genesis, chapter 3, you will read the story of how Adam and Eve are deceived by a serpent. And you and I know that that serpent, or Leviathan, is actually a dragon by the name of Lucifer, or Satan. And Satan, or Lucifer, whatever you want to call the vile creature, he was an angel. And just like all the angels, he had a free will, and he was a great angel, an angel of light. That's what his name means. Lucifer means light bearer. He was so intelligent. He thought he was so awesome. He thought he was better than God. And you can read in the book of Revelation about how a war breaks out in heaven. And St. Michael, bless his soul, the great archangel, leads an army against Satan and the bad angels, and they cast them down to the earth. And it is there where Lucifer, or Satan, encountered Adam and Eve and deceived them into eating the forbidden fruit. And that, of course, was the original sin, and that has repercussions to this day because you and I still suffer the wounds of that original sin. We still suffer the temptations and what the church calls concupiscence, or a tendency to do wrong, a tendency to listen to the lies and the deceptions of dragons. Now, dragons aren't just fallen angels. Dragons can be temptations. They can be distractions by maybe sometimes the pleasures of the world. They can even be obstacles through no fault of our own, maybe like a sickness or an injury or the death of someone we love. Really, for our purposes, we're going to define a dragon as any obstacle to becoming a saint on our journey, because that's what our goal is, right, young Sprouts? We want to be saints, and so we need to be able to face dragons, and we need to understand that we're all going to face dragons, and we're all going to be wounded by dragons in life whenever we sin. And I know this sounds awful, and you're asking me now, Sir Roland, how can we slay dragons? Can they be slain? And that reminds me of a quote I once heard from a famous writer by the name of G.K. Chesterton, who lived in the 20th century. Did you guys know that when I was a kid, I had a cat named after G.K. Chesterton? Of course you didn't know that. We just met. Well, I did, and the cat's name was Chester. But that's not important. What is important is that G.K. Chesterton once said, "Fairy tales are more than true, not because they tell us that dragons are real, but because they tell us that dragons can be defeated." Oh, what wise words from G.K. Chesterton, because of course, dragons can be slain. And I, Sir Roland Paterlot I, Slayer of 1,000 Dragons and previous owner of a cat named Chester, I will teach you how to recognize the stench of a dragon. I will teach you stories of the great dragon slayers of old. I will teach you how you can be healed of all dragon wounds. And I will teach you the greatest power in the universe to slay a dragon, which is, of course, what we're going to talk about in a future episode. But fear not, young slayers, I will get to that, I promise. But tonight, I've got a challenge for you. I want you to call your friends. You have friends, don't you? Of course you do. I want you to call your friends, and I want you to invite them to listen to Catholic Sprouts this week so they too can become dragon slayers. So, I will see you tomorrow. Actually, I won't see you because I can't see you. All I really see is this iron cast ice cream cone sitting in front of me. What's that, Producer Man? Oh, Producer Man says it's not an ice cream cone, it's a microphone, one of those 21st century devices you guys have. Well, that would have been nice to know a little bit earlier. Anyway, I will talk to you tomorrow. But until tomorrow, I will leave you under the protection of St. Michael, the great archangel, St. Joseph, the terror of dragons, and Mary, Our Lady of Grace, our Queen of the angels, and the woman whose seed crushed the head of the dragon.
That's it for Catholic Sprouts today. We'll be back tomorrow, but until then, continue to grow in your faith and truly sprout into the beautiful creation that God created you to be.
Hey, parents and kids. My name is John Wood. I'm Sir Roland's squire, and I'm the creator of Dragon Slayers, a fun family virtual retreat that you can experience today in your own home. Dragon Slayers was a 2021 finalist in the Our Sunday Visitor Catholic Innovation Challenge, which seeks to find and support the best new Catholic ideas in the world, and we would love to share our new Dragon Slayer retreat with you. You can join Sir Roland Paterlot, Lady Melissa Materlot, and all of their young squires in a fun Dragon Slayer presentation. There's a powerful talk for parents, all kind of Dragon Slayers games, resources, coloring pages, and more. Plus, it includes our Saints in the Making University Family Challenge. To find out more and to register, go to saintsinthemaking.com/resources or check the show notes. Psst, kids, it's Sir Roland. Tell your parents you won the Dragon Slayer retreat.
This show is a production of the Spoke Street Media Podcast Network. For more great podcasts, visit spokestreet.com.